My name is Naulan son of Madivanan, metric number 280690 from group J5. I will be presenting the introduction and the difference between activity-based costing and activity-based management. Activity-based costing and activity-based management represent the symbol of improved competitiveness and efficiency in every organization. Activity-based costing and activity-based management system emerged to meet the need for accurate information. So, what is activity-based costing? The origin of activity-based costing are in the United States of America from the result of multiple research and theoretical practical research. Activity-based costing was developed as an approach to address the problem associated with traditional costing management system, which tend to have the inability to accurately determine actual production and service costs. According to the Institute of Management Accountants 1998, activity-based costing is defined as a methodology that measures the cost and the performance of activity, resources, and cost object. By using activity-based costing system, managers will obtain information about the cost of product, service, process, activity, and customer segment accurately. Next will be activity-based management. Activity-based management is subsequently defined as a discipline that focuses on the management of activities as the route to improving the value received by the customers and the profit achieved by providing this value, which is from the study of 1998. Activity-based management identifies the key activity performance in an organization, providing a defensible and transparent measure of their associated costs and causes. Activity-based management includes cost driver analysis, activity analysis, and performance measurement, drawing on activity-based costing as its major source of data, which means using activity-based costing data, activity-based management focuses on how to redirect and improve the use of resources. Activity-based management reports are available at the same time or nearly the same time as other financial and operating reports. From the example just now, we get to know that activity-based costing and activity-based management are not same. They do have differences. So what is the differences? Number one, activity-based costing is used to answer the question of what do things cost, while activity-based management takes a process view to understand what causes cost to occur. Second, activity-based costing provides information on process, product, and market performance, while activity-based management finds ways to improve them. Following that, activity-based costing is predominantly historical and focused on controlling existing costs. However, activity-based management is forward-looking, seeking ways to avoid unnecessary costs and put existing resources to maximum use. Finally, activity-based costing reports on internal, operational, and tactical results, but activity-based management is strategic, focused on understanding the key element of value from the customer's perspective. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Ashiki Binti Rushdi. My metric number is 280886. I'm from group J5. I want to explain about the implementation of activity-based costing system. First of all, I want to explain about the initial design of ABC system. They have two. This is cost assignment view and process view. Cost assignment view provides information about resources, activity, and cost object. Cost assignment view transforms the expense of resources into the cost of the work activity and ultimately into the final cost object. The second one is process view. Process view provides operational information about business processes and the activity that belong to them. Process view sequence the work activity in time and accumulate the build-up activity cost from start to the end of business process. The next is stage for implementing activity-based costing. The first one is identify the major activity taking place in an organization. This is the first stage of implementing, that is to identify the functional area or major activity involved in the production. It is crucial to define the activity at the right level of detail. It is because the activity forms the basis of measurement of all relevant information in ABC system. The activity can be classified such as unit level activity, batch level activity, product sustaining activity, and facility sustaining activity. The second stage is assigning cost to cost pool or cost center for each activity. This is the second stage requires that a cost center be created for each activity. After the activity has been identified, the cost of resources consumed over a specific period must be assigned to each activity. This cost will have to be allocated on some suitable basis. In addition, the activity cost metric could be invaluable for assigning company costs classified in company cost center to activity. Assigning cost to activity could be useful also as the effective tool for outsourcing decision. The third is determining the cost driver for every activity. This is the third stage of designing ABC system, is to identify the factors that influence the cost of particular activity. Activity cost driver can be defined as the factors of transaction that are significant determinants of cost. Activity cost driver should generate data about which factor causes the occurrence of the individual type of overhead costs gathered within an activity. The fourth one is assigning the cost of activity to products according to their individual demand on activity. This is the final stage, that is to trace the cost of the activity to products according to each product's demand for this activity using cost driver as a measure of demand. The cost driver should be measurable in a way that enables it to be identified each individual's product. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next will be presented by me, Muaz Nabil bin Muhammad Damizi, number metric 2808663. I will be presented about the implementation of the ABM, Accounting Base of Management. ABM accomplishes its two objectives through the two complementary applications, which is operational and strategic ABM. Operational ABM means works to enhance efficiency and lower costs and asset utilization. It can increase the capacity of resource by reducing machine downtime, improving or eliminating entirely faulty activities and process, and increasing the efficiency of the organization resource. The benefit from the operational ABM can be measured by reduced costs, higher revenues through better resource utilization, and cost avoidance. Meanwhile, the strategic ABM means explore various ways a company can create and sustain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. ABM attempts to alter the demand for the activity to increase profitability, encompasses decision about product design and develop where the biggest opportunity for cost reduction exists, improve relationship with the suppliers and also the customers. We move to the last part, which is stages of the implementation of ABM. First, the training and motivating staff. From the movement that the people are selected to do some activities into the enterprise to become employee of it, they must become familiar with the functioning way in the ABM system and involved in the way incorrect implementation of it being in the same time and motivated by the system advantage. It is recognized the fact that the implementation such as of the ABM produce a clear connection among the operational side and represents more than a simple recording of score. They indicate how manager can meet their specific cost and productivity objective, helping them and their department to obtain business and target. Second is a system selection corresponding to the enterprise goal. When the ABM method become a part of operational culture of the enterprise, the existing management's system must be evaluated separately to identify the need for the further improvement of goals. Third is choosing the team for maintaining operational ABM system. To ensure continuity of the activities, it is recommended use of full-time employees for the correct implementation and maintenance services in function of the ABM system. We can appeal at two categories of consultant, which is internal and external. The internal consultant is referring to the internal employee, which is counting the most of the development of the ABM system. Meanwhile, the external consultant, which is specialized firm accrued from the outside the enterprise, can add to consolidation of the ABM system. Number 4 is maintenance of the ABM system. Maintenance of the ABM system requires a large volume of the data supplied from the most part by the ABC. Some data are manually introduced, meanwhile other data are automatically processed through the computer. To ensure the successful operation of the IBM system and ensure the effectiveness of the system is appropriate to the maintaining a balance between amount generated by the system and require continuous maintenance. Lastly is the communication and supervision of the ABS system. During the course of the implementing the ABS system, it should be established an intense communication between management and the staff involved in the implementation of the maintenance operation in the ABS system. Regular result of the ABS system must be understood and carefully analyzed to ensure the successful implementation of the ABS system. To ensure the successful implementation of the ABS system should rely primarily on the changes in the culture, the way in which management use the information type cost to make better decision, and secondly to develop program very easy to maintain in the long term. Each company also must focus on the profitability of relationship with customer, which can be achieved by ABP, which is activity based pricing method.
Hi and good day to all. My name is Sivajodi son of Subramaniam, metric number 280799 from group J5. Today, I would like to present regarding the advantages and disadvantages of activity-based costing system. When talking regarding the advantages of activity-based costing system, there are 4 main advantages of activity-based costing system. Firstly, it helps to measure the product cost more accurately. This enables the firm to identify the relative profitability for the product and understand cost driver. This really shows that the firm really understands the cost driver, which helps the firm in decision making for capital budgeting process. Moving on to the second advantage of activity-based costing system. It encourages company to redesign product to use more common parts. When implementing activity-based costing system, activity-based flexible budget may develop. Such a flexible is more accurate than conventional budget. This is because multiple cost driver helps to explain the behavior of overhead costs. With this information, we get to know that activity-based costing system really encourage company to redesign product to use more common parts. The third advantage of activity-based costing system is it tries to achieve the product target cost. Price plays an important role to decide whether the company enter a new market or no. In short, the target cost can be called as the estimated long-run cost that will enable the company remain and compete with the competitors for its profitability. An activity-based costing system can be particularly helpful as product design engineers to achieve product target cost with providing sufficient information. The last advantage of activity-based costing system is it improves the ability of analysts to estimate the cash flows. By separating into activity pools and identifying a cost driver into each pool, the analyst can more accurately determine the level of various costs that incurred. Moving on to the disadvantages of activity-based costing system. There are two main disadvantages of activity-based costing system. The first one is time consuming. In order to implement activity-based costing system, we need to have all the data. Thus, this will consume the company's time to collect all the data. This is a problem for a new company and a small company to implement activity-based costing system. This is so, usually small company does not have proper data collection and faces problems such as collecting what information, where and how, make it even worse. This clearly shows that the main disadvantages of activity-based costing system is time consuming because we need to collect all the data in order to implement activity-based costing system. Lastly, the disadvantages of activity-based costing system is it is costly. In order to implement activity-based costing system, we need to have all the information. Thus, the company have to bear all the costs to collect this data. This is not a problem if we see the point of view from a big company, but it is a problem if we see the point of view from a small company. For a small company, the benefits of the implementation of activity-based costing is smaller than the implementation of cost incurred. Usually, small company refuses to implement activity-based costing system. However, it all depends on the company whether they gonna implement activity-based costing system or no. That's all from me regarding the advantages and disadvantages of activity-based costing system. Thank you.
Hello madam, my name is Uma Mageshwari, anak perempuan Terenang Council, and my metric number is 280739. Today I would like to present about the advantages and disadvantages of activity-based management. The advantages of activity-based management. The first advantage is efficient use of marketing resources. ABM structures the marketing efforts on a key account to drive the most revenue. With such a narrow focus, these initiatives optimize the most valuable resources like time and money. The second advantage is improved customers acquisition process. ABM lets marketing team eliminates the poor leads. It also shines a greater spotlight on the process of customers acquisition and making marketing teams stronger in the long run. The third advantage is faster sales process. ABM gives opportunity to specifically support the primary decision maker along with all relevant prospects in order to facilitate and expedite the sales process. And the fourth advantage is cost efficiency. ABM makes a tremendous amount of sense from a budget perspective. Marketing directly to account business that has targeted as prospects can be extremely cost efficient. And the fifth advantage is shorter sales cycles. Sales and marketing teams can focus their energy solely on the account that are most likely to convert and provide more personalized service to those prospects and accounts. And the sixth advantage is trust-based relationship. ABM allows to actively communicate and help them by providing quality information online through social media, blogs and videos. Disadvantages of activity-based management. The first disadvantage is put sales in the control of the marketing process. A business starts to develop a list of target accounts whose needs must be met under any circumstance. This sometimes results in the sales team not spending enough time on lower level accounts that may be just as important to the business success. The second disadvantage is leads interest in the context but not in the speaking to sales. Many prospects buyers may be worried of speaking with any sales team. Buyers hate to be pushed into decisions where they are lack context, a sense of being informed and insight. The second disadvantage is unable to expand and include every account. With the necessary level of the detail, it becomes too easy and unwieldy and almost impossible to leverage across the hundreds or even thousands of accounts that most businesses will have. In that sense, it is not a strategy that is meant for every business or every industry. And the fourth disadvantage is it is difficult to measure or monitor. There are some inherent limitations in the technologies we are using now that do not support the account-based management strategy. Thank you, and this is all from me.